Hello Cancer, this is Lorene Catalidis and I'm here with your team. Insight readings for this month. Also just to let you know that it is a significant month for all zodiac signs because of the huge shift of Uranus that is transiting into a next placement from Aries to Taurus. And as I go through your reading, I'll let you know where that falls for you and what areas of your life will be affected for the next 7 years. It is a 7-year cycle, and that's where our growth will be for each zodiac sign, obviously differently. Also, just a great big thank you for all the likes, the subscribes, the shares, and the comments. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you would like a personal reading that is tailored for you and not just this general read, please contact me via website, which is Insight Readings, or via email. Also at the bottom of that is email address. Via the phone, I have Skype as well, WhatsApp, and also the Facebook page. So please, there's so many areas and avenues that we can connect and have a personal read where that is tailored more for you. Please take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. And with all that said and done, I'm going to move on to your reading. Thank you, Cancer. Hello, Cancer. For the meditation, the little card that came up for you that would mean the most for you would be independent, independence, anything surrounding that for you as a person in your personal life. And that's your message that came out when meditated upon for the month of June. Okay, then to go straight into your reading, I've laid your cards out, and it starts off with the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups denotes, actually I'm going to put them there that we can see them better. The Four of Cups, as you can see, there's somebody sitting there, he's looking all forlorn or disillusioned in a way. He has 3 cups, which means he has a lot, but he's bored with what he has. It's not fulfilling him. And 4 is normally a very stable number, but emotionally it's saying that there's no fulfillment and sitting there disillusioned and not being grateful for what you have, basically, or happy with what you have. And possibly because of that negative energy or feeling disillusioned, you could be missing an opportunity of something coming into you, an offer coming into you that will be emotionally pleasant or fulfilling as well. So that's how we start off the month for me. Then we move on to the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is making a choice that is passionate and close to your heart. With rods, it would be something that is close to your heart, fiery, and that would warm your heart. But it's a partial, getting to a partial point of success. It's not actually being there yet. It's 2, 3 would be moving on. And feeling like you have the world at your... the world, like there's a saying that says the world is your oyster, having the world in your hand but not knowing which choice to make. And also the card of boredom, standing, looking out, not feeling fulfilled, not knowing which way to go. And then we move on to another energy which is very similar to the 2 energies we've just had now for the opening of your reading, and that is the Knight of Pentacles. He's the slowest knight of all. He brings a message and he brings movement, but this movement with this knight is stagnant. The horse is standing still. It's a message that will be very stable when it eventually gets to you, but it is stagnant energy and something that you're waiting for a very long time for. But it's just standing, it's just waiting and waiting and waiting. And with energy like that, a person would feel definitely disillusionment and not feeling like you are getting anywhere in your life, and things aren't fulfilling or coming to fruition. And just to give you a little bit of clarity, for Cancer Uranus, which makes this change now on the 16th of May. It changes from Aries into Taurus, and that would fall from your 10th house, where it was your career and your status. It's now going into your 11th house, and it'll be there for the next 7 years. So that's the cycle where you're going to feel the most changes. And that house rules gains, your older siblings, groups of people, your social life, wishes and long-term goals, major desires, future plans. It also would have impact on your legs, your ankles, and your calves. And that's going to be definitely there for the next 7 years. This is where your changes will be, because it is in your 11th house now. And what Uranus does is it causes a lot of turbulence and disruption, because it brings in big shifts and awakenings. Yes, Uranus brings lots of sudden changes and unexpected events. So surprises and just things that are totally unexpected. It's like a lightning bolt. And you definitely need to learn to be more flexible. And you will. Uranus will teach you that in the next 7 years. And flexibility for you will have to be mostly now not in the 10th house like you've had. It is now in the 11th house, which is your long-term goals. So if you've had the stagnant energy, there's a huge shift now as we move on again. And we go into this 8 of Wands. And just before I get into that 8 of Wands, I've used 3 tarot decks. The Rider White, the Witch's Tarot, and then the Old Victorian Steampunk, just to clarify and see if any cards came out double here to confirm a message. And this is from the Witch's Tarot, and it is the 8 of Wands. I love the illustration on these. And the meaning of this 8 of Wands, you can see it just flying in. It just puts you on notice that projects that once were delayed and stagnant are now coming to a swift completion. So this is a positive and exciting time for you, because there's motion and there's action. With the 8 of Wands, there's absolute fire action. For a manifestation can happen now. So this card could also symbolize travel for business or for pleasure, and when it's typically by air, because you see they're going through the air. It could also mean long distance communication between business partners. It's a time for fresh ideas, and creativity will rule, and swift decisive action is the order of the day. It could also be the arrows of love. As I say, it's a general read, so it could read into any part of your life that has been stagnant and where you just feel like you're not getting anywhere. There is swift action. It's available. It's there. There's movement, definitely, and positive manifestation is possible with this card. Then we go on to the next one, which is your central theme. Really, you couldn't get anything better than this as a central theme. And you have the Ace of Wands. What a beautiful card. You can see the rebirth, the new beginnings, the butterfly, the passion with the red, explosive energy as the blossoms just come out. The card says it all. Beautiful central theme. This is what it's about. You're independent, being independent as well. It's a 1. It's independent. Absolutely reading into what Spirit gave me for your meditation for the month of May. And the meanings of this Ace of Wands, it's the most potent, pure form of masculine element of fire, and they move. It just shows that there's energy that cannot be contained and is now bursting forth, bursting into bloom, just everything. I love this card. It's just this card. It just is a creative path or career path that you are on. It could be a new relationship. It's just saying that your hard work is turning your ideas into a successful reality. It's a new beginning. That's what it is. So if you're looking for a new job or a promotion or a romance or possibly a birth of conceiving, this is the card that's saying that is your central thing and that will be happening. It just symbolizes power and new beginnings, birth, success, possibly even a new home. And then obviously promotions in your work, your ambition, your passion, enthusiasm, and growth. Beautiful. So from stagnant energy to just movement, fast movement forward and new beginnings. And then we go on to this card, which brings absolute fear to everybody's mind. The Ten of Swords. Can we get it in there? I think I must just adjust this a little bit. The Ten of Swords is, it's a scary looking card, and when this card is in your reading, you have to ask yourself why you didn't listen to your own instincts, because this card is a vivid illustration of being stabbed in the back. I mean, you can see that guy there. It shows betrayal from a loved one, a friend, or work members, or whoever is in your life. And this, sadly, is what happens when you don't listen to your inner voice or your gut hunches, and you know there's something wrong. And Cancer, you are ruled by the moon. You have such a strong psychic sense to you. You have strong gut feelings. Whatever it is that was there that has caused this, you would have known about it, because the owl is there for the wisdom as well. You need to listen to your inner voice. Because by ignoring the warning signs and not paying heed to your own instincts that trouble is brewing, you have paid the price. And yes, it is a card of pain with 10 swords. It has been extremely painful, because swords are double-edged, they're painful. This would be hurtful words, something to do with contracts or documents. It could have been a relationship. It's sharp tongues and very hurtful speech. Things that you don't deserve. I mean, to have 10 swords in your back is something that nobody would desire or want, and would have been extremely painful to get through, but it's 10. It's the end of it. They can't go any further. They've done all that they can, and you have paid the price, sadly, Cancer. And with that, you've grown, because without pain, we don't grow. So, painful growth cycle, but you have grown. The other thing about this Ten of Swords is that if it is your job environment where you feel that you're not cherished and you're made to feel like an outsider, if that's what your instincts are warning you about, that you don't belong, then you need to be wise like this owl on a card and just fly away from the group and all of their negativity. You don't need that in your life. You need to just move on, because it is the end of the cycle, and things will change. And all said and done, we move on to the next corner, and that is the Nine of Bees. In this deck, swords are portrayed as bees because bees sting, and yeah, it's painful, and that's exactly what swords are. It definitely is painful speech. It's worries. The Nine of Swords is the card of insomnia, not sleeping because you're worrying. It's something that swords rule the tongue, the mind, thoughts. And there's the moon. You can see the moon at the bottom again as well. Not sleeping at night because of your continual worries. It just denotes a period of stress. And from the 10 to the 9 is the next one. You're still in a stressful state of what was there that absolutely hurt you so much. And yeah, you definitely are still feeling vulnerable, and you under intense pressure, or you feel unfairly treated. You would after this, absolutely. So that leaves you feeling very anxious with runaway type thoughts, and you need to get out of this, Cancer. You definitely need to get out of this. And signified by the moon, the planet of the subconscious, which is what you work with, it's your energy. You need to take heart that this stressful time will pass, because yes, you've come out of that. You've come out of that, and the stressful time will definitely be passing. And then we move on to the Five of Moths, which is fire energy. And the five of moths is just like the five of rods. That's what the moths are, is the rods, the fire, saying that there's so many strong opinions around you right now that you can hardly bear to hear your own thoughts. So this is a time when you are tested and where there may be potential conflict, petty conflict. It's petty little things. But as long as you stand your ground and check facts and paperwork, you will succeed. In families with younger children and teens, they test your partner's patience. So if that resonates with you, that definitely would be a possibility for you as well. So absolutely a lot of stress and strain here about something that you knew about and having the stagnant energy. And then the reading ends here with the moon. And the moon card is your sign. The moon heralds a crisis of faith or a period of emotional turmoil, and you'll need to make a decision. There's your card as well. But the facts are not clear, and what you see may be an illusion. So you need to step back, because if you look objectively into the darkness, you will glimpse the way ahead. Although old fears resurface, the moon represents a time of creativity when imagination, romance and intuition rule. Pay attention to your dreams as they hold messages for you. So the moon denotes definitely an emotional decision. And Cancer, heart goes out to you when I see what you've been through. This has been so unfair, so unrealistic. When you're looking for your independence and your central theme is independence and just breaking ahead, you've got this. But this negativity and stagnant energy around you is holding you back. So if you go from being bored and disillusioned to having absolute new chance at anything, new beginnings, and then having this emotional decision to make and the fear of not knowing which choice to make, and then again from stagnant energy to this absolute opposite end of the scale, having this opportunity, and then all these worries again. Nine of Swords, insomnia, moving forward, something from stagnant energy, just running ahead, the new beginning, feeling stabbed in the back. There is something here for you, Cancer, that is warning you possibly to get out of the emotions, but that there's something there that you know about and that you need to heed and to stop the worrying about it. There's a lot of pettiness here and hidden things that you need to come to terms with, but whether it is a relationship, work, or whatever it is. And I'm running over the time because there's so much to tell you here, but I can't. I don't have the time, and I'm trying to keep these short. I'm just going to pull out a card, or numerology card, and see what that's. And Cancer, exactly what Spirit is saying. 10 of Swords. Karmic completion. I'm going to read this to you. It says the card indicates the end of a karmic lesson or cycle where you have successfully cleared a contract or debt from your past. Fantastic. This could refer to a challenging situation you have recently conquered in your life, or a troubling experience with an individual that involved a great deal of effort or pain. Oh, Spirit is so amazing. Thank you, Spirit. Even though there are ongoing lessons to confront throughout the course of your life, you will never have to experience this particular lesson again. 10 of Swords, it is over. This card also represents the Wheel of Fortune. Fantastic. You're moving up, where whatever goes up must also come down. Just as the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing, you are being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and lows in your life. For it is in your ability to adapt that you will make your dreams come true. By stating this too shall pass in the face of each and every experience, you will remain centered, grounded, and stable. In order to better your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that have cleared you of a karmic debt from your past. So pat yourself on the back and acknowledge your efforts and achievements. While continuing to face your challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, You will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. So, Cancer, affirm every day, I clear debts from my past and create a happy, harmonious life. And this is for the month of. Um, what more can I say? Thank you, Spirit. And I hope this resonates for you and gives you hope, clearing, and understanding that you have this future, you have this new beginning, and the debts from the past are over and done. And it was very painful, and heart goes out to you, but well done. Well done on that, Cancer.